it's me, Jen, your Pudgy Picker, with another garage sale haul. Yes, the dining room table hauls are back. The reason why I've been doing them at my desk is because they haven't been as large as today's. So I'm very excited to bring this haul to you. Did get some little pieces of furniture and little whatnots, and also a whole bunch of other stuff. I did include the stuff that my daughter picked up. She's been garage sailing with me. It's been a lot of fun. So I know some of you have really liked me doing the hauls at my desk, and others have said they miss the table hauls. And when I have this amount of stuff, and a decent amount of it is project or seasonal and it has to go downstairs, I'm not going to take it upstairs, do the video, and then drag it back down here and then the basement. No. I'm going to try and spend my energy wisely. So I hope that you can give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment down below. You can also share it. I would appreciate it very, very much. Had a lot of new subscribers jump in, and I really, truly appreciate that. And welcome, welcome. So I cannot remember how much I spent. I will look. It will be in the title, but I did go to 16 garage sales. One was a rummage sale where I spent $39. They didn't bargain, but the amount of stuff that I got, I was fine with that. So not too bad. So the title will tell you I went to 16 sales, and it'll tell you how much I spent, because, you know, the old gray mare, she ain't what she used to be. So let's jump right in and show you all the goodies that I got. So I will tell you when it's my daughter's stuff. These are my daughter's things. This is a game she used to have when she was a kid. It was a quarter, so she grabbed it. She also loves VHS tapes. Don't ask me why. These were a quarter each. James and the Giant Peach and Atlantis, both Disney. So she picked those up. She also picked up this for $1.75. It's a Cascading wall organizer, so you can hang it up and use different file folders. She said that would be great for school, and it is new, so not too bad. I did pick up 2 packages of these Dowel Rods. I think they're slightly different sizes, or maybe the same size, but either way, they're a good pickup because I use these if I get a birdhouse and it needs a new perch, or if I pick up, you know, an elephant thing and its tusks are broken off, I can replace them with these. So definitely it's something I have in my arsenal of things that I use to fix things up, which is always necessary. And hey, if I can get something at a really good price, excuse me, and then be able to turn around and do minimal work on it and turn around and sell it, that's good too. I will also, when I can, give you a guesstimate of how much I think it'll go for or where I plan to sell it. This is an item I got for myself. It is such a cute little pillowcase. It was only a quarter. So I love old vintage pillowcases. They're so much thicker and so much softer than a lot of the new ones you get, and cheaper too. Oh, now I'm going to get a frog in my throat. I did manage to pick up 3 sets of stationery. 2 are older, 1 not so much, but people still like it. Hey, it's Inky, my daughter's cat. He's sitting here watching birds and the world go by. He loves looking out the window. So let me show you this one. It's a Caprice Stationary. It does not have, I mean, a lot of these, they would come in a box and then they would have like a little cardboard something in the bottom to kind of lift these up so the box wasn't tiny. But these are kind of old. Has this really cool, like, marbly look for the envelopes. And then the paper has a butterfly, but the cool thing about that is, there, it's like this vellum paper, and it's got like this wheat design on it, but it's very thin. Very cool. So I believe there's 10 or 11 sheets, and then there's 10 envelopes. So I'm sure there was more originally, but someone will love to get this. I have sold stationery up to like $18.99, and people snap it up depending on the design and the age, etc. So for $1, that was an easy pickup. This one is not that old, but it does have a lot in it. Golly, I can't pick anything up today. It's got this cute little teddy bear, originally Hallmark, great value, $6.99, 80 stationery sheets, and 40 envelopes. Now, a lot of these, if you remember back in the day, I'm thinking all of the sheets are printed. They used to do half of them printed and then half plain. It's kind of a ripoff, but it is what it is. So this one wasn't too bad. It was $1.50. As you can tell, it is still sealed. So definitely that was an easy pickup. This one is older. It's got a little tin that it came in with strawberries on it. The envelopes are plain, but the stationery has this very adorable strawberry motif. I usually count the sheets so that I get an accurate representation of how many are in there, and it doesn't say on the outside, but this was a whole 50 cents. Not too bad, huh? There. So that was pretty easy pickup. I always pick up stationery when I can find it. There are people out there that still want it. If you find a modern stationery, quote unquote, I'm doing air quotes, but you can't see them, stationery shop or store or new stuff, it is not cheap. So people still like to do letter writing instead of just emails. Then if you decide that you don't want to send it, it's okay. This bag I got for my daughter to use to put her stuff in. But of course, this was at the huge rummage sale. Everything just got packed in a box. So when we got out to the car, she's like, "Where's my bag?" So guess what? My daughter can use that next week. And it was only $1, and it is a cool National Geographic bag. So yeah. I do pretty good with these items. There are still people who collect this brass style. Not so much for me. Remember, I'm always telling you it's my experience and what I sell. The molds, I don't do so well on. I do sell them in my booth occasionally. But ones like these that are just meant to be decoration, always, always, always do well. So I got this awesome sun, I believe. It was either 50 cents or $1. Got this very heavy, very cool door knocker. It's a lion. $1. You can't beat that. That's the one thing people talk about. Oh, it's driving around and using gas and spending time. But when I can buy something for $1 and probably sell online or in my booth for 16, 18 bucks, you can't beat that profit margin. This will probably go in my booth for, I'd say, 10 to 12. I have had a few people comment about that my prices seem a little high. And as I've explained, it depends on where you sell as to how much you can get for something. And a lot of the prices that I tell you may seem high to you, but they are a little bit on the low side in my mall. So I do quite well. I do price competitively on eBay because that's the name of the game over there. Just saying. And if I live in an area where the market will bear me buying something for $1 and getting $20 for it, then that's what I'm going to ask for it. Just a note. Moving on. My daughter, she knows someone who collects Lion King stuff, so she got that little stuffy for $1. This sign originally was from Cracker Barrel. If you've ever walked through their stuff there, it is not cheap. This was $20. Might have even been marked down. I asked how much it was because I did buy several things at this garage sale, and she's like, "Oh, that's I forget what her name was. She didn't put a price on there. How about $1?" I said, "Sure." It has these really cool, pretty knobs on it, so you can hang it up. The kitchen is the heart of the home, so that will probably go out to my booth, and I'll probably put 16 bucks on it. So there. I don't usually pick up stuff like this, but I have some really cool knobs, kind of like the ones on here. And for $1, I thought that this would be really cool to clean this up really well, or even paint it and put a really cool knob on there and sell it in my booth as a trinket box. This I have not yet looked up, but it is a pottery piece. So there's the name on it. It still has the package on it, or the original tag. Hang on, let me turn it over. There's the name, Rohrbach, Silver Lake, Ohio. I don't know where that is. Whenever Mr. Pudgy Picker asks me, oh, where in Ohio is that? I always say, it's south of here because we live on the lake. So in Ohio, almost everything is south of us. Excuse me. But I thought this was an awesome piece. It's got this woven on the top. Love, love, love it. I will, of course, do my research on that. Any kind of stuff like this, if you buy from the artisan or even in an arts and crafts fair type of deal, it's not cheap. In fact, when I went into the sale, I did not have my phone with me because I didn't have pockets in my pants. So I didn't bring it, hence I didn't look it up. But I thought, no matter what, $5 is definitely a pickup price. Love this lamp. It is in the style of like mercury glass. The bottom is empty, as you can tell. And this, I saw the price on this and I was like, yes. Because if there is an issue with it, Mr. Pudgy Picker has taken care of a few lamps that I've gotten that were not working. This does have the lamp harp and the finial, so I do need to get a shade, or I might even have one downstairs. But I just thought it was so pretty. Inky. Inky. Hey. Hey, Stinker. He has the prettiest green eyes you've ever seen. Look at that. What you doing? When we first got him, I said, we thought it was a girl, we should call her Bindi because she has this little mark there. My daughter's like, nope. So you think Inky would be named after, because he's mostly black. He's like a tuxedo cat. But she named him after the group, the Ink Spots, because my daughter loves very old music. So that's why Inky is named what he is. Just a little FYI. It's getting to the point in life where I gotta buy my own mom stuff. $3. Home is where your mom is. Isn't that adorable? It's almost like this vintage kind of ticking. It kind of looks like a burlappy, but I don't know. Some pillows are definitely just for looks because they got sequins and sharp stuff on them. And if I'm gonna buy a pillow, I want to use it. So I am going to be hanging on to that. Besides anything, and I've explained this before, if I had to take this to my booth, I would have to have it sprayed because Ohio has strict bed bug laws, and things that are being sold second half that are for bedding, lounging, and they have any kind of padding, furniture, pillows, blankets that have the ticking or whatever, they have to be sanitized before being resold. So I just don't want to do that. And it wouldn't be worth reselling, but I'm going to keep that. This is the item of the day that is like, what in the heck did you buy this for? I saw this and it intrigued me so much that I had to have it. So it's got this ox, he's carved wood, and this little man sitting here. And he has a wagon covered in little baskets. Now, I haven't really seen where this was made. I mean, I'll have to do some research. The wheel's a little crooked, but it was $3.50. But look at that. Isn't that cool? So I'll do some research online. I may just take him in and put that in my booth. But I don't know. I just saw that and I'm like, that's really cool. So I don't know. I'll do the research, like I said. May sell it on eBay, may sell it in my booth. Don't know. I'm probably the only one on the planet who thinks it's cool. But sometimes you buy stuff because you just think it's cool. Now, of course, I mean, cool for reselling, but I'm not gonna keep this because it doesn't fit my motif, but I just thought that was awesome. So yeah, there's my justification for buying something that probably nobody else on this planet would find intriguing. So leave me a comment down below. What do you think about this guy? And if you did sell it, where would you sell it? And where do you think he's from? Again, when I bring my stuff in, I just put it out on the table, lay it out so everybody can see it. I go over it. I have not done any research, any investigating like this or the pottery. Can't even begin to guess exactly how much it is, where it's from, etc. That lamp, probably just going to put a plain shade on it, but that would probably go in my booth for probably $18 to $22. So not a bad investment. I got this item for my daughter. She just thought it was so adorable. Only $2, and it is a textured plush PJ set. It looks like it's got a kitty on it, and it's got the fuzzy pants. It's brand new. So as soon as she saw it, she's like, ah, and I'm like, okay, I'll get it for you. So let's see. I got this owl, and if you look on the back side, he has like a pine cone back. He's really cool. Isn't that cool? So I don't think he had a price. I think they said 50 cents. So yeah, that was a good deal. Got this little glass kitty for a quarter. For a quarter, I got this Nana sign, or not sign, but picture frame. Picture frames have been doing really well for me, and I don't know if it's just they're in a new position in our booth or what, but either way, they're doing really well, so I keep finding them. If they're unique enough, if they're just plain, I just pass them up. This one has this chicken wire and two little metal fish. It is from Sonoma. It was $2. So yeah, probably put that in my booth, $8. The Nana one, probably 8 to 10, I'm guessing. I got some more clips. If you watch me, you know I've bought these before, but these are Pampered Chef. And most of the ones in here are bigger ones because I have a million of the little ones. I thought for 50 cents, anything Pampered Chef, it probably gonna last any longer than the cheaping brands, but hey, I thought that was definitely something I should get. Something I use, they break, they get lost, they collect in unknown places, but it was worth getting. I got another boot. I believe that one was $1. She said she used it for a few days in the house and then hated it and refused to wear it. So it was a little old lady. She was adorable. So this, I believe, is a medium. I looked at the bottom. She said all the paperwork and padding and extra stuff is in there. And so it is used, even though it looks almost new, and she has all the original paperwork. But I will be looking that up. The other one I got, I did a little basic research, and I'll probably be getting those listed together. Not together, but at the same time, eventually. I'm a little backed up, but I'm doing the best I can. Got these horns, $5. I talked them down to $3. There was a guy ahead of me, and he picked it up and then set it down, and the guy that was running the sale said, I can make you a deal on that. And he goes, the center part isn't leather, it's just plastic. And I'm like, where do you think you are? You're at a garage sale. Come on, seriously. So yeah, somebody will love to have that. And if you truly wanted a real piece of leather on there, then you could take that off and buy a piece and put it on there. So come on, people, we're not shopping at the mall. It's, it's garage sales. So again, I paid $3, no big deal. Awesome, awesome, awesome. You never know what you're going to find at garage sales. Mr. Pudgy Picker is a Gold Dial fan. So they had these new packages of soap. There's 3 in each. There are 4 packages, 75 cents each. Yes, that's what we bought. So I'll definitely use those. Something else my daughter picked up. These are molds. They're silicone molds, so they're the bendy ones. And they're Legos. So you can do chocolate, you could do ice cubes, you could do soap, but if you do soap, you should never go back to food. Just giving you that heads up. And the other 2, this one has the little Lego guys, and this one smaller, and then a big Lego guy. So I'm not sure. I think she said she's going to do ice in them for a while, but I think she picked up the whole pile for like $1 or $2. Not too bad. She also is kind of buying things for when she moves out again. So she got these 3 mixing bowls for $2, and then a quarter for a wine bottle opener, an apple fruit slicer, and a whole nickel for a coffee scoop. Yes, necessities in life. She also picked up this controller, which is a PlayStation. She paid $3 because she said, does it work? And the lady goes, I'm pretty sure it does. So we get in the car, and my daughter was able to plug it in there, and it works, lights up, everything's good. I think she said she's going to get new rubber grips for those and probably keep it. Also, another cord. This one was only 25 cents. That's for her as well. Another thing of hers is she's an artsy-fartsy artist person and picked up this little caddy. These are not cheap. $2. Not too bad. I am finding canes as well as umbrellas. I have, if you notice some of my older video booth tours, that I do these, I have an umbrella stand and I buy canes as well as umbrellas. This one was only $2. It's a very large, like, golf umbrella, and the tag just fell off. So I picked that up. So I'm going to go maybe a couple more weeks of garage sailing, keep filling that that umbrella stand up, and then take it back out. So, because I had a whole bunch of canes and stuff, and then they all sold. And I think I had one left. I decided to bring the stand home, so I just took the cane and leaned it against the wall, and it sold. So I have nothing that would go in that, so I'm going to fill that up, take it back out. We have some events coming up at the store where we're going to be decorating for the All-Star game soon, and baseball in general, and then like July 4th, so the red, white, and blue, and then after that, we are going to be decorating for the Browns. We are very excited around here for the Browns. Some good trades, things are going on, so I know anytime I find Cleveland Browns gear, it has been selling. So we're going to have a display with Cleveland Browns gear. So I saw this for $2, decided to pick it up. Ugh, a little dirty, but it doesn't have any chips or anything. So this will go to the mall when it's time. I think August we're going to be setting that up. If any of you have been watching me for any length of time, you know that I collect fat art. I mean, we're not talking Picasso's here. We're talking about just general art of fat individuals that I just love it. Saw this lady. I just had to pick her up. Isn't she adorable? Only thing is, she had a wine glass at some point, so I'll probably have to fix that. But she was only $1. She's a mermaid. So I will be hanging her up where I have a couple shelves with all that, and we'll have to find a little wine glass for her. I guess her name is Margarita. And what does it say? December Diamonds. So yeah, not sure what that brand is, but she is staying home with me. I did get this little, I guess it's either a trinket box or a pill box, whatever you want to call it, of a lighthouse. It was $1. It does open up. Some of these can be quite small, but there's that. We're going to be moving stuff around in our booth soon, and we're going to be moving all of our nautical stuff because my sister's been finding a lot. So we're going to be redesigning some of our nautical stuff. So I still pick it up when I find it. I grab it because it sells. We live on the lake, so even shells and other things that you wouldn't find in Lake Erie do sell because people love to decorate in nautical. So yeah, definitely a pickup. Got this roll of burlap. I thought would be nice if we need to use it in the booth for anything, or if I'm going to use it for a craft. For 75 cents, it was worth it. Paid $1 for this sign. Life is too short to drink cheap wine. I do have a shelf in my booth that has wine items, and they've been selling quart cages. Everything's just selling. So I don't know if people are decorating more with it or what, but I thought I would pick that up. Just a plain piece of wood, nothing fancy. Got this root candle. It is frankincense and myrrh. It smells really good. That is for me. I'm trying to go fast, but you know, it's almost 25 minutes in. And I'm still coughing. I should have had a drink here or something. Last few items, my daughter wanted this. Butter Y'all Paula Deen. It is an ornament. 50 cents. If you do remember, I did buy a salt and pepper shaker that looked exactly like that, and it sold for $10 in my booth within a week of getting it. So yeah, so that's definitely a cute little pickup. This is really interesting. It was only $1. It is a botanical peck basket, cast iron with a Ranger top. So this is basically what it looks like, which I thought was kind of cool. I will look it up online, but it is metal. And then the bottom looks like a basket. We all get the idea. Now I gotta get it out of there. Isn't that cool? I thought also what you could do is you could put a little ball of string and put it through the top. And that would be cute. If you need string, you can pull it out of there and it's heavy enough where it's not going to turn over. But for $1, I figured that was a good deal. I got some last items over here on the right. This one is a really cute sign. I saw this and thought it was so cute. It was only $0.25. A hot fireman lives here with the flame of his life. It is a slate tile, village folk art, Blaine, Washington. So I thought that was adorable. I will do a little research online. I'm sure this is a local place. But very specific things like this do sell. It may take a little longer because you're looking for that right person to come along and like it and pick it up. So yeah, I picked that up for a whole quarter. Now, I believe that is all that I had on my table. Oh, salt and pepper shaker. You know me, I always forget something. People are like, oh, what about this or what about that? I saw this and knew what it was right away. 75 cents for the pair. Isn't that adorable? And then the nest, I picked it up and I went, oh no. But you can hear it in there. I just gotta fish it out of there. But I just thought that's adorable. I do put salt and pepper shakers in my booth. They do sell. So this little guy should probably go for maybe $6, $7. This, I'm not sure about the price. The Brown's mug, I'm thinking 10-ish, something like that. The little pill box, maybe 5. I don't know. I know I'm going so fast. The umbrella, probably 8 to 10. This little sign, 6, I'm guessing. So let me show you the smaller pieces of furniture that I got. Yeah, more project pieces. Just slapped me upside my head, but at the prices I got them, I could not pass them up. This very cool magazine stand. It is very cute. Oops, see my feet. I believe I paid $2.50 for that. I do sell these. I can sell these locally, or you know, I can sell them in my booth. $5. It is a sewing chest. This is really loose, so I did not carry it by that when I took it out. But there's what it looks like. I don't know, $20, $25, I'm guessing. This is just a little ottoman or a little bench. It was only $2. It's a little wiggly, so I got to tighten it up. I might, probably going to paint the legs. And then I have, either last summer or the summer before, I bought some coffee bean bags, like burlap bags. So I'm going to redo the top on this. So that should be really cute. And then this adorable piece, if you know what this is supposed to be used for, I mean, it's a side table of some sort. But is it historically some kind of, I don't know, some kind of little side table? $2. So I might just clean that up and see how it looks, or I may paint it. Don't know, not sure. But if I can clean it up real nice, I'll just probably sell it like it is, because that's less work. Oh, I forgot this last little book. I paid $0.25 for this one and another one that was pickup lines. And that one's still in the car because my daughter and I was reading them as she was driving, and we were laughing like fools, having a great old time. So that one's a little book. I'll probably just sell those as a pair. But I believe that is it. That is all. I hope you appreciate and like this video. Please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. All of my social media is down in the description box, as well as, I don't know what it's going to say. So, yeah. So, hitting it hard. And it's funny because the last 2 weeks I hit like, what, 40 garage sales and 51. And then I hit 16, and look how much more stuff I have. So it's like anything else. You go out there, you don't know what you're going to find. Sometimes you find a ton. Other times you're like, this has been a waste of time. But you don't know, so you have to go. So there it is. I didn't manage to get anything free today. There's a few free boxes, but they were pretty sad looking. So you're not going to hear the word free today. Not the way I sing it. You got to wait. Hopefully next week I'll find something. So again, I appreciate you all tuning in. I will see you next time. And until then, happy picking. Bye.